Welcome to Genesis chapter 9. Verse 1. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. God adds animal flesh to the diet. Was that because something changed that reduced the nutritional value of the plant life, or because he wanted to shorten the lifespan? Remember too that they already knew which were the clean and unclean animals because of how many of each came into the ark. At this point, there were literally not enough of the unclean animals to eat, so they had to be only eating the clean ones. Verse 4. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. And you, be ye fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. Something also changed in the relationship between humans and animals. Gone was the Edenic connection with the animal kingdom. God now instilled fear into the hearts of the animals, so they would be harder to hunt and kill for food. Verse 8. And God spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there be any more a flood to destroy the earth. God promises to never destroy the earth with a flood again. That doesn't mean the earth will never be destroyed. It just means it won't be with a flood. Later in the Bible it tells us that the earth will be devoured by fire at the end of time, before God creates all things new again. Verse 12, And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. God used the rainbow as a visible sign of his covenant promise to never again destroy all flesh by a flood. Verse 18. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These were the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. God's plan was for a new group of humans to populate the earth, who would live for him and love him the way he loved them. Verse 20. And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without. This is the only indication in the Bible that Noah ever had a problem with alcohol. It does make it clear, however, that he was a man of God all his life, and this is the only indication that something wasn't quite right this one time. Much had changed on planet Earth over the months of the flood, and it is possible that the preserving methods Noah had used before the flood didn't work quite so well afterwards. Atmospheric, climate, and soil conditions had all changed dramatically, and it's possible that Noah was caught unawares with his first harvest of grapes. Ham, however, was beginning to make choices that were allowing Satan access to his life. These choices would have a profound influence on his son and the rest of his descendants. Verse 23. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. When we read this passage, at first glance, it may appear that Noah's curse was the cause of Ham's descendants turning away from God. However, this pronouncement or prediction came after Noah was drunk. This incident merely confirmed in Noah's mind the direction Ham and his son Canaan were already heading. God waited hundreds or thousands of years and sent Abraham and Lot into the land where Canaan eventually settled, to be ambassadors for him and do everything possible to turn the tide before eventually giving the land to Abraham's descendants. He gave them every chance to choose him, and even in Abraham's day he was told by God that his descendants would go to a foreign land for 400 years, because the Canaanites had not yet filled up their cup of iniquity. There was still a chance to save some. Verse 26. And he said, Blessed be the God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. Just as Noah could see the direction Ham was going, he could also sense the direction the other two were going. God does everything in his power to bless everyone, whether they recognize it or not. It is up to each one of us to recognize his blessings, to be thankful for them, and return the love and commitment he has for us 100%. 28. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. According to biblical genealogies, Noah outlived most of his descendants and was still alive for about 50 years after Abraham was born. Considering Adam was still alive for about 100 years after Noah's father was born, this makes the transfer of knowledge and information pretty reliable for the first 2,000 odd years, even without a written language. We also have to take into consideration that the quality of memory and brain function was perfect in the garden, but slowly began to deteriorate over the generations. It wasn't until Moses' day, and after Israel had been in captivity for 400 years, that Moses saw the need to record in writing the history of the world for future generations. Once again, if you have any questions about this chapter, please feel free to reach out and ask questions.